Welcome to Hangman Tarot. We're going to get started with our tarot card reading. We are doing predictions for Libra. So we're going to get into a love reading for Libra as soon as you hit that subscribe button. We are going to start with oracle reading, get into that current energy for Libra, and then we're going to get into predictions for your beautiful upcoming September love prediction. So this is going to be all about love, all about the gushy, romantic, you name it. Maybe not so romantic, maybe a little crazy, intense, who knows, but we're going to find out. So let's get started as soon as you hit that subscribe button, and go ahead and follow by clicking that bell so you receive all my notifications. And the rest of this reading is literally going to be at the end of the reading. So if you want to hang out and check out a little bit more about Hangman Tarot and your predictions, you can stay tuned, hang out. All right, here we go. All right, let's get started, Libra. Let's find out what's going on currently as far as your current energy. All right, so I think this came out last time, just kind of addressing some addictions, maybe on a positive note this time, though, and reflecting on the information, the truth, any of your experience, making sure to be extremely aware so that you can address this addiction or deal with the addiction in the way that you need to, or even just, maybe talking about it, whatever it is for you or however it aligns. Now, addiction can be anything that is disturbing you from focusing on your actual reality. Okay. So it could be anything, and just really claiming your art. You must be dealing with some artwork, art in general, something creative, something that you, I don't know, some potential to grow or something, growing and prospering from this. So make sure to check in with all of your creativity, your artwork, anything that you are drawing, maybe painting, check in with that and make sure you're claiming that shit. Okay. Allowing yourself to be whatever it is that it is. So that is a current energy. We're going to get into the rest of your tarot. Give me 2 seconds. I had dropped these right before I started my video. The whole pile. I know. Ridiculous. Ridiculous. I don't know. Maybe I was supposed to. So this moment would happen. Whatever that means. Eek. Girls. These cards are just out of control today. Legit. Some days they're ornery, some days they're not. I mean, this is just absurd, though. What on earth? Okay, I think I got it. Sorry, that took forever. 3 minutes later. Connection. I hope the connection doesn't get bad. Please don't. Just sometimes there's just a full internet day where it is just shit. All right, let's get into this reading, Libra. Okay, so we've got our 8 of Pentacles, also 9 of Wands. Those are both in reverse. Okay, so some details are missing. I feel like there's a huge focus on this too. And now this is all going to be in your past and any kind of dealings or situations that you might have had or experiences in the past, starting from there. Okay. So there was, some sort of almost like just an experience, something that you probably learned from physically. Physically, it affected you. Okay. So whatever missing details there was, whatever focus that you were focusing on was completely the opposite, the wrong, because it did affect your physical. It definitely affected it. I feel like the physical almost got like to a point where there was a neglect of your physical body because of this person that you might have been dealing with, a fire sign or an earth sign so far. Somebody who was kind of seemingly protective and just like extremely, seemed like he bounced back or she bounced back. Like you just felt like that this was going to be like a really content and complete place for you. You thought there would be a lot of accomplishment here, and looking to build as far as like being in this relationship. The potential and the opportunity just wasn't there. Okay, so those are both in reverse. So that's just indicating to me that is definitely something that is over. Anything kind of influencing the reason for this person to not want to. This person definitely got like bored and lingered away, and they were not protective no longer. So there was no protection, no support from this person. I feel like anything to do with that, or anything that was kind of influencing the relationship or the experience, was the whole conflict. It was just a conflict. It was constantly a conflict, constantly a change. There could have even been a lot of instability within it. So the balance or the belonging was completely off. That is for certain. What was likely out of that? Six of Wands in reverse. Okay, so this ended with no harmony. I mean, that's why it probably ended, I feel like there was definitely no harmony, no togetherness in the situation. And you guys even had memories together. You could have been kids together even, and kind of like grew up around each other, or just like it was like a kid, like very kid-like relationship. And it was something that was probably very new for both of you. And again, that was very, very quick. The activity or that action was definitely a task that was done immediately. So it was something that went like that as soon as it ended. Okay. Yeah. All right, let's find out about your next. We're getting into your most current and just seeing where it influences the love situation for your upcoming September. Okay, so you could be dealing with maybe a water sign. Like a water sign or an air sign. Whoever this person is they're just like a very huge people pleaser. So whoever you're dealing with is the family stuff. There's family stuff that might come up, and I feel like you could even get messages. Not even you necessarily, but the person you're dealing with. So I feel like this person's extremely sensitive, probably too, or overly emotional sometimes. And I feel like intuitively they like to double check constantly, making sure, that they're not fucking up. They're always, second guessing themselves and taking things as slowly as possible, as slowly as you can, I guess, in the terms that this person is in. They're very much in that kind of dreamer situation. So they kind of believe, and they feel like they could definitely just take leaps and bounds and nothing would happen to them. And they're probably right, because they're extremely spiritually protected. So that's probably why nothing has happened to this individual. But I feel like there is some messages coming in from their family. So if you want to look out for that, messages, text, email, calls, however that resonates for y'all. But I feel like this person is very open-hearted, whoever you're dealing with. And it's like you're very much in the beginning phases of it. But it does have a lot of potential. There's a ton of potential in the current state of the relationship. I think anything kind of influencing around this situation is that there's a family fulfillment or a want of fulfilling some sort of family need for you, Libra. And I feel like definitely it brings you kind of a worry, sleeplessness. I feel like you get anxiety because of this. And this is something that you definitely think about. You're really wanting fulfillment here. But I think you might be kind of closing yourself off to the reality of the person you're dealing with. I mean, yes, they're sensitive, they're open-hearted, but I feel like they try hard to please constantly. It's just like people pleasing nonstop. Now, again, you're not a bad person when you do that. It's just not something that might be for you. It might be not, the person who's opposite of you. It might not be good for you to have that people pleasing. Likely out of this. Likely outcome is just continuing to have some sort of stability in this relationship. Definitely, it's definitely stable. And I feel like it kind of bounces back every once in a while. But there's, contemplation. You have a lot of contemplation. You have a lot of quiet time about it. So you can find some balance in it. And just really trying to prioritize, be as playful as possible, and really balance out the emotions. And I don't know, it's almost like you're kind of holding and balancing emotions for this other person, because it's like they're young, but they're even younger on the inside, if that makes sense. So let's get into what's going on upcoming with this person, or if things are changing up. Again, if you're just meeting this person, or maybe even in a long-term relationship, it's however it aligns. Okay, Libra? So let's find out what is going on. That almost went off the table, and I'm done dropping these cards. Okay, I ain't got time for that. I ain't got time for that today. All right. All right, we have our 10 of water. Release 3 of water. The world. Okay. So, upcoming in September, you are feeling like you are a family unit with this person. So, this is something that kind of like hits you, and it's coming into a completion. So, like the blessings of it, the energy of it, you're going to start over in a new cycle, which is really nice because we get to do those types of things, kind of start fresh again. And it's something that you and this person generally do. And there's like a little bit of a pattern here, but I feel like definitely maybe a little moodiness. It's not as romantic as you were hoping, but you guys could even have dogs together. Maybe two. I'm seeing two here for dogs, but you could maybe just have one. You could even have a child together. I feel like definitely that this is a really nice, balanced relationship. It's almost like you'd be sitting under rainbows, just hanging out in the grass, having a good time. It's like something you could do that. Like if you were to imagine it, you know exactly what I'm talking about. So again, this is definitely something of an ending, transformation, a lot of independence that comes with this, and a lot of balance and a lot of trust. I think the flexibility is really important in this relationship. The influencing factor here is that there is something to celebrate. Honestly, there is a friendship, there's relationships, and it is growing. It's continuing to grow. Okay. All right. What's the likely outcome of September with Libra? What do we need to send Libra off with? All right, Libra. So by the ending of September, you're going to feel like you're in completeness to a full. You're going to feel like, you know, you're on top of the world. The light is shining on you. You feel like the attention is right on speaking on you. You'll feel like you can hold the world in the palm of your hand and then eat it like an apple. I know it's very intense, but you are in this place by the ending of September. Okay. But there is something here kind of giving you lack of self-control. You're constantly like back and forth with a confusion and a lack of control. So it's the self-esteem stuff, this kind of feeling like you don't got free will. And it's even kind of putting you in a place of almost like bondage, like you're trapped. So kind of like a trapped feeling, but you're just not really wanting to connect with the truth or the information that is really there about this other person and the situations that you guys are ending up in sometimes. So the experience, I think sometimes you hide from. And that's fine. We all do it. This is just something, you know, that I need to express to you. And when you're doing it, though, you're cold and you're cut off a little bit. So there is this cold energy coming off of you when this is going on as well. So it's kind of like an up and down thing. Likeliness fully is just getting into a place where you're feeling like there's a balance. But I feel like there will be something here, and it could even have something to do with legalities. It could have something to do with feeling like you were judged on something in a really harsh manner. I feel as if decision needs to be made. And now this could have a lot to do with whatever's going on as far as like change or communication with something. Could be communication even with the justice stuff, the legal stuff. So any fairness or, you know, inviting in anything as far as it kind of being, it's very sharp feeling because it's uncomfortable, but I feel like you need to get some balance there. You're going to want to address that. So you could even be getting messages also along with your partner who's getting messages about his family, looking into legal things, whatever ties you to somebody law wise. Like if you have fines, go pay them, tickets, go check all that shit out. My advice to you would be to set an intention by the ending of September. You want to make sure that you're legally a free bird. Okay, please go hit subscribe to Hangman Tarot. Click that bell if you would, so you do not miss any of your future upcoming month predictions for love in general. Also, celebrity readings and ghosted. Do not miss out on any of these. Okay. All right, I got to get out of here. I got to finish the rest of these up and then start your general predictions. So stay tuned for those. Also, they'll probably pop up right about now, and click on them if you're watching the upload. Enjoy this beautiful day, you guys. See ya.